Well, this is gonna be a 3-part series because apparently my phone, me making videos is filling my phone up pretty fast. But I just find it strange, when I start talking about this stuff, all of a sudden my phone is full. Anyway, we can thank the Westos. Eventually, the Westos, they started doing what we like to call, the so-called transatlantic slave trade, but it was more of the Indian slave trade. They started that. At the same time, you also had the slave trade of what we call the modern day European. Or you can look at the word Slav to see where that comes from. Basically the Slav is nothing but, Slavic people. They was enslaved so much that the word slave literally derived from them, Slav, the Slavics. So in actuality, it's not slavery, it's slavery. So let's talk about the the indigenous slavery. So eventually, I'm not gonna lie, the whites, they were a lot cheaper to buy. But the thing was, they died a lot. And when you saw, for example, the slave ships coming in or whatever, a lot of times it was them. And they was really, really sick. So eventually, when the Indian slave trade kicked up, people, they were still buying white slaves, even though the white slaves was a little bit cheaper, a lot cheaper than the Indian slaves, because they was a lot stronger, they lasted longer, whatever. They can be in the sun, tolerate stuff, they didn't die from diseases and stuff. And eventually people started, buying up, Indian slaves. But it's not as if you would, think it is. It wasn't as big as they lead you to believe. Like, even so, where they love to tell you, oh, you have the slave master names. Well, I don't know any goddamn white people named Joneses or Harrises and shit like that, or Jackson. That's a nigga name. Just being real. Hell, to be honest with you, I mean, a lot of our names is Negro names or Indian names. Hell, shit, look at the name King. I hadn't come across a white person with the last name King. Shit, let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's speak truth to power. I haven't. And so with that being said, a lot of us are what you call Indian. We are indigenous to this land. And it's a reason why they keep trying to take us off this landmass and send us across the pond to Africa. I would suggest everybody, and I should have been speaking on this for years now, but I would suggest everybody just dig into doing your homework, trying to figure out your genealogy. Do not pay nobody to do it. I'll suggest, you do it yourself, because when you're doing it yourself or whatever, I mean, you get an understanding of what was going on. Not only do you have to, it's just not clicking names or inputting information. You have to look and see what was going on during that time period. Whether you have to, look up laws, which you do. You have to look up laws. You have to look and see what was going on. You're going to have to replenish books. Hell, I suggest get familiar with the local genealogy department down at your library. You're going to need all of these things. Once you start to do that, I even suggest, before you even get started, you close your eyes and ask your ancestors, even if you don't believe this. Just ask them, guide me in finding you, and they will help you. And you'll be surprised on the information that you find. And I will say it was a few little Africans here and other races of people here. A lot of different other races. Let's not forget, they were doing a lot of trading here. And it wasn't, how you would be led to believe. But it was a lot of back and forth, people trading with other people traveling. America is filled with a lot of rivers and streams and stuff. So people travel a lot. So with that being said, that's all I really have to say, because I don't want to get too far and too deep into, all of the stuff tonight in this video. I want to hold some back for tomorrow's video, but unfortunately, you know, I had to do this video in 3 parts because I had too much stuff on my phone. So I'm going to upload this in 3 parts, and it's going to be a while, but I hope to see you guys tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. This will be an informative conversation. You will not be disappointed. And I want you guys, you know, go ahead and share this video. Share it. Get the word out about the live stream tomorrow. And I will be having a guest. I will be having an associate, a YouTube associate of mine, Kimberly Frazier, on tomorrow. She will be joining us for this conversation tomorrow. And this will be the start of many more conversations about our true history. Again, I am your host, Jessica X, and again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and again, have a good day.